Hello everybody, I am Charlie Morley, and yes, I am aware I look like Frankie de Jong, and that is thanks to everyone in the United Stand comments telling me this on a continual basis. But in fact, there is one similarity between me and Frankie de Jong, and that is our unbelievable hair. You may have noticed that since I joined the United Stand, my hair has looked even more on point, and that is in fact because Wash and Go have sent me, well, too many bottles of Wash and Go. So before you enjoy this clip, head down into the link in the description, pick yourself up a bottle of Wash and Go today.
People were really struggling when we spoke about the news, saying that we were making it up. So we put it on the screen now so you know where it's coming from. So Barcelona will not be obliged to sell United target Frankie de Jong should they activate a third lever. This is coming from Gerard Romero. Third lever, I don't know. Got more levers than a train. I think that, well, Jim Jam straight away with a super chat, fair play, says, I am done with this saga. I'm sick of hearing the name Frankie de Jong. It's like a broken record. We should have moved on ages ago. Are you still 90% sure? You know what, Jim Jam, you've done exactly what I feel like there. I'm so bored of it. I'm so bored of de Jong. I wish we'd move on. Are we still signing him? And that's basically, that's what I do every day. I'm bored of the saga. A story comes out and you get sucked back in. I am still 90% Jim Jam. But what I would say about this story is I think it's complete nonsense. And I think you do need to... This is why it's good to discuss the news collectively, because you can assess it and say, is it relevant? And I don't think this is relevant at all. So look, apologies to Barcelona fans first of all. But I think the headline is, for Barcelona to activate their third lever, they're basically selling off more rights to keep Frankie de Jong. That's basically it. You don't need to activate your third lever. The reality with Barcelona is this, and I may get this slightly wrong. These levers basically bring money in. That's what happens. So they've done one lever. I don't know what that was to do with, but they've got a load of money coming in. I think it's to do with TV rights. So they brought a load of money in, which allowed them to get Lewandowski and Rafinha. There's another lever today, the second lever, which I believe is to bring more money in again, and I think one of the levers is giving up 25% of their TV rights for 25 years or something like that. So they get about 330 million quid for giving up 25% of their TV rights for 25 years. So it's not free money. You are going to lose out, but you know, the more let's be honest, TV right deals are going up anyway, so they probably won't lose out. It's a way of getting a bit of money in. So that second lever will hit today. That will probably allow them to buy Koundé. But the problem that Barcelona have is not necessarily bringing money in. It's about this issue they've got with La Liga and their wage bill. Their wage bill is huge and it's getting bigger. I believe they can register the players, but there's a problem with that wage bill. They need to bring it down. Now, the third lever would potentially bring more money in. I think this is to do with selling Barca Studios or something. They sell like 49% and they get another couple of 100 million. Now, that's what Gerard Romero is talking about. He's talking about this third lever. So basically, let's just say 3 tranches of money. They've had one already. This has allowed them to buy Lewandowski. The second one is apparently going to come in today. And the third one would be to bring even more money in. Many Barcelona fans don't want them to do the third lever because they're like, why? We've got the money to buy the players we need this summer. We need to sort the wage bill out. The third lever might allow them to sort their wage bill out and keep Frankie de Jong, but that third lever is still selling off assets that they probably don't need to do. I personally feel with this that with all things coming out, what keeps you 90%, says Jay, because these sort of things that come out are, I don't think it shifts the needle. In fact, if I'm honest with you, I think this sort of thing comes out to threaten United to move quickly. And maybe we should move quickly because maybe they will go for a third lever and then he will stay. Maybe Barcelona's threat has some substance to it, but I take it as a threat. I don't think Barcelona Football Club or Barcelona fans really want to activate another financial lever just to keep Frankie de Jong. I don't think that they want to do that. So I may be completely wrong on that, but I don't think that that's what they want to do. Would you rather Anthony and Tielemans or just de Jong, says IVI? I mean, I'll let the chat decide on that because I don't really deal in those sort of hypotheticals which won't actually happen and I've got no control over. I think de Jong's very important to Erik ten Hag, but I do want Anthony. Top Reds coming after Goldbridge for Maguire boos. It's hilarious, says Victor. Maybe I'm a pessimist, but I don't get the 90% comes from we were all but set on Sancho, so close you could touch it, still messed it up, says Aaron. Well, that's why there's a remaining 10%. Barca are knackered by fair play, says James Breen. So let me come back to those things in a moment, but essentially, this story this morning that we're talking about, which came from Gerard Romero, who, in fairness, Gerard Romero was the one who broke the De Jong to Manchester United story way back in 2001. No, it was May. And so you've got to take notice of him. He does talk a lot. You could say he does talk a lot of something else, but he does talk a lot. And he is saying that they will not be... They don't have to sell Frankie De Jong if they get this third lever, which isn't actually true anyway, because even if they get more money coming in, they've still got to negotiate with La Liga over this rule that they've got around financial fair play and their wages. That wages still needs to come down. And also, I think responsibly, if you bring more money in and you don't start... I mean, put it like this. Simplest way to put it is like this, right? Man United have got a wage bill of £100 million. The Premier League say you're not signing players until you start reducing that wage bill. So what we do is we go and get two big loads of money, the levers. We buy some players, and then we go to La Liga and say, we've got all this money coming in. Can we register these players? And they go, but your wage bill's still massive. You need to bring that wage bill down. Okay, we'll go and get a third lever. We'll go and get some more money in. Will you let us register players now? Well, yeah, you've got money in the bank. I can see that. But your wage bill's still stupid. Like, all right, register the players. Keep Frankie De Jong. Your wage bill is massive. It's stupid compared to everybody else's. And it's irresponsible. You shouldn't do that. They might agree to do that. La Liga might agree with it. Barcelona might agree with it. But if I'm a Barcelona fan and I'm the Barcelona president, I've got to get that wage bill down. Like, it's not about let's keep everybody. Their wage bill is immoral. It's too big for Barcelona. Barcelona fans know this. So, by all means, go and get third lever, fourth lever, fifth lever, but you're still not reducing your wage bill, which is what you've got to do. And how do you reduce your wage bill? You get rid of some of your big wage players, which is what they want to do with Frankie De Jong. I think they can activate as many levers as they like. They can buy as many players as they like, but it's still adding to a squad that's too big and too expensive. So, Frankie De Jong, that is why I remain 90% that he will leave Barcelona, because for all the levers, you're not reducing your wage bill. And you're not reducing the risk. What if Barcelona have a bad season next year? What if they get knocked out in the Champions League group stage? I know it won't happen, but what if they do? What if they're not in the top four next year? They'll basically be bankrupt. So they need to act more responsibility. Look, sign Lewandowski, sign Rafinha, but you've got to sell players as well. And that's why I remain 90%. I think this is just pure game playing, because we have agreed a fee with Barcelona. They want that fee. And De Jong is the problem, who doesn't want to leave. If we get De Jong, then it will strengthen our midfield massively, especially for our technical players like Sancho and Martial. I remain 90% on Frankie De Jong. I know some people don't like that, but I do. And I think that explains well the situation. I'm not saying that Barcelona aren't going to do a third lever, but what you're going to do, just keep adding to your wage bill. They know they need to sell players, and Barcelona fans know they need to sell players. They need to reduce that wage bill, otherwise they could be in this problem in a couple of years' time. Because you know what? Lewandowski... he's in his mid-30s. He might start to drop off. Rafinha might be a flop. Kessie could be a flop. You know, Barcelona fans will tell you that there's no guarantees. Hi, Mark. I think it's about time United start to be ruthless. Give a time scale. Well, I said this last night, Dasbo. We can act more responsibly. Of course we can. If income is high, wage bill goes up, says Pratam. And look, it sounds good in your head, Bridge, but he will stay and move on, says Thee. Mate, I'm really not sat here saying he's definitely going to wear a Man United shirt. And I'm not saying it because I'm obsessed with him, and I'm not saying it because I even think he's the right signing. I'm looking at it pragmatically. We've agreed a fee with him. I'm convinced there's been conversations between De Jong and Ten Hag, as is everybody. And also, I think this is about the money he's owed by Barcelona. And I think that's the situation, and that's why I'm 90%. The people who tell me he's definitely not coming, your club's in the mud and all this, I mean, it sounds to me like you're getting a lot more hyped up about it than I am. I mean, I'm quite relaxed about this. I'm 90% sure he'll sign for United. I'm almost 100% he'll leave Barcelona. Maybe there's a slim chance he would go to Chelsea, but he'll leave Barcelona because they need to sell him. So let's just wait and see what happens. But some people are absolutely hyped about this. Mark, let it go. See, like Ivan Whelan, let it go. He isn't coming, mate. But what? Why are you so bothered about it? Like, you don't know anything even. You've got absolutely no idea. You're just predicting. I'm not predicting. This is not like Sancho. I really wanted Sancho. I really wanted Bruno. With De Jong, I don't really want... You know what? If I'm honest, I don't really want De Jong. I'm not bothered. I don't not want him, but I'm not obsessed about get that player. We need a midfielder, and he's better than everything we've got, and I think he'll be a great signing. I want us to sign him because it's De Jong. Ten Hag is obsessed with him, but you know we've got some people who are just weird. Like it's not happening. Let it go. He's not joining your dead club. And I'm like, hold on a minute. I actually know stuff, and actually, if you read things, you'll know stuff as well. He's not coming, isn't? He's not coming, right? All right, he's not coming. It's completely ludicrous to think he's coming, isn't it? Considering he's been talking to Ten Hag all summer. Considering we've agreed the fee with Barcelona. Yeah, he's not coming.